Everyone just immediately froze and looked down, and someone said, yelled, "He's got a gun."
Residents, store owners, they took people into their premises to shield them.
Remembering the victims of the Danforth shooting and honoring those who stepped up to help in the midst of the chaos. Well, on a night a lot like tonight, 1 year ago, a man armed with a handgun opened fire on people enjoying the patios and restaurants along the Danforth. 2 people died in that rampage. 13 others were injured. Natalie Nanowski was a reporter on the scene that night. She joins us now live from the Alexander the Great Parkette. So, Natalie, that's where a vigil will soon get underway tonight.
Yeah, that's it, Mike. And people are already coming to lay flowers. There's cards of hope that are tied to the trees that say things like "Toronto Strong." Now, at this little parkette, if you can remember, this was one of the original sites of a memorial. It was also exactly where the shooting started. So initially, the days after that tragic event, people came here to grieve. Tonight, though, Mike, they're coming with a little bit of a different feeling. They're coming with a sense of resilience and community and strength. Now, I spoke with one woman earlier, and she told me that she remembers this corner of Danforth and Logan very well because on that night, July 22nd, she was next door at the restaurant just nearby celebrating her birthday with her family, and her party got a little bit held up, and she can't be more thankful for that now.
If my birthday cake had been served on time, my entire family would have been walking out of the restaurant.
And right into the shooter's path. Jody Steinhauer was having dinner with her fiancé Lori, her parents, and children at Christina's restaurant when they heard gunshots.
Everyone just immediately froze and looked down, and someone said, yelled, "He's got a gun." And then we heard a woman screaming. And before I turned around, Lori had gone out onto the street and yelled, "She's been shot, clear the deck." So we brought her into the front of Christina's and lay her on the bench.
That woman was one of 13 injured when gunman Faisal Hussein opened fire at the corner of Logan and Danforth. Then he made his way west, targeting diners, before shooting himself. 10-year-old Juliana Kozis was killed that night. So was Quinn Fallon's sister, Reese. She had just graduated from high school.
Every day I'll wake up and hope that it's a nightmare, and then I just realize that she's gone. I would say she's funny, she was sassy, she was really outgoing. She was just really fun to be around.
And we remember.
The community has spent the last year healing. Yesterday, a memorial was held for the victims and survivors. Danielle Kane ran out to help that night when a bullet hit her spine, paralyzing her.
Without a doubt, been the most challenging year in my life. But I mean, I've had the wonderful support of my partner Jerry, and I'm fighting through it. I just feel so comforted knowing that everyone is behind us, and it has been a good way to kind of mark the anniversary.
Kevin Price's daughter has recovered from being shot in the hip. Now his family is on a mission.
The fact that there are 1 million handguns that are legally allowed to be owned in this country seems ridiculous to us.
Steinhauer feels the same way.
But I think it really taught Torontonians and anybody anywhere, you really just have to kind of be aware and be grateful, because you can't stop something like that from happening. Until they enforce it.
So both Jody and Kevin say that today's anniversary is reviewing more calls for gun control, especially on handguns. They say what happened that night has forever changed their lives. Both of them say that they're a little bit more wary when they go to crowded situations. And Jody told me that she has not yet returned to the Danforth, but plans to at some point. Now, tonight, Mike, the candlelight vigil is expected to take place and start at sunset.
Okay, Natalie, thank you.